Good evening and welcome to Your Call. Tonight's guest is a man who helped lay the foundation of India's telecom revolution as an advisor to then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. He is now back as advisor to another Prime Minister. Sam Pitroda joins me tonight. Thank you very much for coming in, sir. It's interesting, 20 years down the line, we've seen how the telecom revolution has changed the lives of so many Indians. In fact, now we have more mobile phones in India than people have access to toilets. And irony there, how did that actually happen? And on the one hand, phones more basic than such a basic living need?
When I came here in early 80s, phone was a luxury. We had 2 million phones for 750 million people. Based on my background and whatever little I knew about telecom, I was convinced that telecom will change the face of this country. And in Rajiv Gandhi, I found political will. I had the know-how, he had the political will. And we clicked. So that gave me the platform to do the things we could all collectively do. Though I get a lot of credit for it, but large number of people worked on it for years and years. So the idea then was to really create Indian model of development. Rural telecom, indigenous development, young talent, capacity building, ancillary industries. And people didn't understand a lot of these things. They thought we were crazy, saying, what is this computer, software, you know. Today, 20 years down the road, we have not only 800 million mobile phones, but we also generate $75 billion worth of software export.
But do you think this whole issue of corruption has become so insidious in the system that every policy decision is now questioned? The fact is clearly that there was corruption in the allocation of licenses. We've seen now the whole Colgate issue. Again, policy decisions questioned because of loss to national exchequer. How much of this is genuine corruption? How much of this is looking at decisions which, well, there seem to be no accountability to the taxpayer?
I think the key is to really bring about more transparency and accountability in the system. You know, we have this right to information. But unfortunately, a lot of our information is locked up in Nadawali file. So when do we digitize that file and make it accessible to large number of people in real time? Today, when I ask for something with RTI, it may take me 30 days to get that information. A lot of this should be online. Information brings about openness, accessibility, connectivity, transparency. So how do we organize information? And that's one of the things I'm trying to work on today with the help of lots of other people. I see a great need in this country to build public information infrastructure and democratize information. Information is not democratized. Communication has been democratized, but information is still controlled by very few people. It can be manipulated, it can be restructured, and that's why there is this confusion.
We've just seen GDP figures out which are dismal. Again, the whole cynicism, the negativity, as the Prime Minister has talked about, people saying the India story is over. What would you say in your perspective, really, as somebody who's been in government, out and then back again?
I would say we have some glitches. I would say India will continue to grow at 8 to 10% for next 20-25 years to come, because we have 550 million young below age of 25. We are not really restructuring our institutions. Our institutions are obsolete, old. They are not really in tune with the needs of the 21st century. At times I have said that we have 19th century mindset, 20th century processes, and 21st century needs.
Given exactly that, do you feel that India in a sense is being let down by its government, by its governance, and even its politicians, I mean, across the board? So really three different aspects, both the people elected to power, the politicians in the opposition, and really the whole expectation.
There are many ways to look at it. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is probably to say that, why didn't Indians vote somebody with majority? This is what you get when you vote coalition government. In Rajiv Gandhi's time, the advantage was we were in majority, so we could take a different posture. So at the federal level, central level, you need substantial majority to push national agenda. Another aspect of this is that our states are becoming stronger, which is good. We want decentralization. We want a lot of things to happen at state level. So maybe federal is a little weak right now, but states are getting stronger. So if you can put in a strong center with, again, clear agenda, a broad roadmap for the decade, I think we can accomplish a lot. That's the challenge for all of us.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news in your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.